Welcome into another episode of the Delco Duo. I'm one half of the Delco Duo, Monica Cryan.
And I'm Jenna Meisner, other half of the Delco Duo. My phone is now on Do Not Disturb. I am
D&D.
sat for the next 30 minutes this Saturday night for a new episode of the Delco Duo.
Why, thank you so
I've got a very busy schedule, so you are
Seriously.
so welcome.
Actually, I agree. I agree.
Eagles Parade, Valentines Day. It's just been quite
non-stop.
the weekend for the city of Philadelphia.
I'm proud of us, but I can't breathe. I cannot breathe.
Sports fatigue's hitting, and now we're like, the Phillies are in Clearwater. It's
When they said pitchers and catchers report, I was like, I don't care. I'm sorry, Phillies. Give me a hot sec. Give me a hot sec to recoup.
I know. It'll be their time, and they'll have a long time.
I love you guys so much, but like, I just need a hot sec.
We're channeling both, too. So I'm channeling Valentine's Day.
I'm going Eagles.
But you are also going classic Nickelodeon. When Monica appeared to film, I said, you look like Doug. You look like Doug.
I do.
If you could picture it there.
Like, even down to the shirt underneath.
All you need is some khaki shorts. And you would be...
And weird wispy hair and a big old nose.
But, so when you were getting dressed, what went behind this look?
What should have happened is when I bought this sweater, I should have realized, like, what?
I like it.
Are you sure?
The styling of it could have been different. I mean, you took his look.
I did. I stole it. So now I'm going to lean into this.
Okay.
I don't know how to style this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. It was cute in the beginning. Now I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know. Maybe you save it for like springtime and you don't wear anything
underneath. That's what I was
and
thinking.
then you put like a sweater, like a little cute like cardigan over it. I mean, I know this is like sweater material. It's a tough top to style.
I am Doug.
I probably wouldn't have purchased it.
You are my patty mayonnaise.
We're doing justice to both of the holidays.
Do you remember the song?
You gotta remind me.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, immediately. Do 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 do.
I have to ask my mom. So my dad's name was Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Someone gifted him like a Doug doll, and it lived in our study, like the workroom, for the longest time. And I wonder if she still has that. If she does, I will bring him in.
Bring him in for me to
and then
cuddle.
You guys can be twinsies, and it will be amazing.
So and we talk about this on the show all the time. I take Halloween very seriously. You are now going to be Patty Mayonnaise for this. I say the word Patty.
Mayonnaise. Patty Mayonnaise.
Patty Mayonnaise. You're going to be Patty Mayonnaise for Halloween, and then Kelsey and Deja are going to be, I think his name was like Skeeter.
Yeah.
They're going to be all of the above.
I'm glad that we've sorted that out on February 15th. Let's get to the debrief.
So I can't even remember what the show is. I really can't.
I said to you, can you sing that song for me? I'm not really good with music.
Turns out we're terrible.
Monica and I had a really fun experience with Mike Adam on the new 96.5. So look at us. We're radio girls.
Look at us. Our face was made for radio. We deserve to be on.
Burn. You burned. Burn. So the intro, one of the first things that Monica and I decided to disclose on the radio when this aired it was during the evening commute. So, lots of people in their cars, they got the radio on.
The song was Safe and Sound. And me and you could not place what the heck that song was. We were like, Safe and Sound. And he's like,
Monica,
intro the song. And we're like, Safe and Sound.
Decided to say, Jenna and I don't really know a lot of song titles or the artists of the songs. We just know the music. And that's how we introed ourselves as radio DJs.
And he was like, this is going to be a long hour. This is going to be a long hour.
I do think we thrived in that environment. Although we talk a lot, and radio, you can't talk a lot.
Who knew? It was quick snippets, and Jenna and I feel like thrive on a longer format, hence our podcast.
This is 30 minutes of us talking. Just no one else. We don't have any guests.
Because we hate when people take up our time. So people always ask us, they're like, oh, on your podcast / TV show, do you guys have guests? No. And we're like, no, why would we ever have guests? Like, this is our show. So it was tough because Mike would be like, real quick snippets and snappets, and we were like, this is hard, but we had a lot of fun. Yeah. It was a great time.
And we will return, and we will be better even the next time, and the next time after that. And we'll talk about more of our experience getting to the radio show a bit later in this half hour.
Good music. Good music. The new 96.5 I love. Safe and Sound is that safe and safe and
I mean, it was a hot mess. We were looking at the wrong rundown. I was introducing $1 Million Baby, and they were playing Stargazing. Like, it was radio DJ life's not
He asked me to introduce the next song, and I said Morgan for the people.
He's like, that
commercial.
That is the advertiser. Thank you, Monica. All right, let's get to our first issue of the evening. Delco Duo, what you do is you submit your problems, and then we anonymously solve them for you.
Colleen from Clifton Heights writes in, money spent on my kids' Valentine's Day cards went to a waste because no one showed up to school on Friday because of the Eagles parade. I feel you, Colleen.
Yeah, I think so many people in the Delaware Valley dealt with this issue.
I felt like this, my kindergartner, we still did all of it. We did it on Super Bowl Sunday, right before the Eagles. It was a good way to relax because we were hyped. Like, everybody was so stinking hype for the game.
Kill the time a bit.
To kill the time, because the game was at 6:30. We had nothing to do all day before leading up. We were writing it out. We were stapling, putting everything together. I felt like it was a good learning opportunity for Josephine, and it was fun. And yes, we never used the Valentines, but it's still fun. It's still something fun, and it's still something that they'll remember. Otherwise, it's like a forgotten day. Like, we cannot forget your Valentines.
It is a little sad this year that so many people, put Valentine's Day by the wayside, but how often is your city going to have a Super Bowl parade? Right. You kind of have to put it in perspective in that sense. But I don't understand why. I think even some kids did do this, though. Bring them Thursday. Like, why wouldn't you just send them with your kid on Thursday? Do teachers not want them? I would have just sent them early.
Or, I mean, I spent a lot of money on them, too.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Why can't the teacher do it like on a Tuesday? It's still, I keep saying it's Valentine's is a very good learning opportunity.
Well, it's after St. Valentine's. Like, there is a message behind it. I know JoJo goes to Catholic school.
Yes,
I went to Catholic school too. Yep. So, it's not, Valentine's Day is more than just, it's educational. It is educational.
And like you were saying, you remember making the shoebox and then putting
I loved
each one in, and I mean, you still got to make the shoebox. You still have to do all the fun things. I still think the teachers can then do all of those things still on the Tuesday or the Wednesday after.
Well, that's the other issue, because it's like send them Monday, and then all the kids are off on Monday because it's President's Day.
I know. So now it's Tuesday.
I mean, schools have been going through it. They had the snow day, the 2-hour delay. They've had off for the Eagles parade, and now these teachers, I'm sure, and parents are at their wits' end. Like, please just go to school.
Go to school.
Just go to school.
Or just get into like a routine. You know what I mean? I think that's always the thing. It's more about like getting back into a routine.
Colleen, just send them. Just send them. You spent your money. And then what's the teacher going to do? Just give them back? I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Right. The teacher just says, hey, we're not going to do it this year.
Yeah. Save them for next year. White out the kids' names, and then, or get a new tag. Get a new tag for her new, or his or her new classmates the next year. Yeah. I don't know.
I think parents will understand, like, oh yeah, that was from the time we won the Super Bowl.
If it's candy, it's fine. You just eat it. But a lot of these schools now, you can't even give candy. So
no,
you have these like actual little, gimmicky
candy lasts forever. Send it next year.
All right, coming up next, we are still talking about the Eagles parade, Valentine's Day. People are really
It's all anyone's talking about. It's all anyone's talking about. Stay with us. Oh, they are too much.
They are so cute. McDade Cara School of Irish Dance, right in Delco off of Westchester Pike, sent us that video, and
I love it.
Some people might be tired of the fight song at this point. It's been quite a journey of the fight song, but that was great. And Monica and I have a great relationship with them because we went Irish dancing.
They taught us how to Irish
a couple of years ago, and I think they want us to now come back. So.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go. And I want them to teach us that. I want the ribbon. I want to be one of the
even get the one step, and now you want to add
the ribbon
accessories.
Yes, I want the ribbon. But I definitely am going to start doing the clapping.
That's the easiest part. You just have to get it right when they were adorable. So thank you so much for sending us that. Love to see our little ones in Delco thriving.
The other thing too is when you ask Alexa to play Fly Eagles Fly, it plays a weird rendition.
Because it's the copyright of,
yeah, I guess.
I'm sure, I mean, even on our new show, we can't play
something Quinn band.
We play like the Mummers version.
I know. We can't get that one?
I don't know.
But they don't play that one. They play something.
Now we're like, it was just a copyright issue that we played that music.
Who cares? McDade Cara, we love you guys. But
Roger Goodell don't come after us.
Alexa plays something Quinn band, and that's the only way my kids know it.
I feel like every time I've been to your house, the second I walk in, your 3-year-old's like, Alexa, play Fly Eagles Fly. I'm like, whoa.
He shows off to everyone, and yeah.
He's the biggest Eagles fan. He is pumped.
He is.
Around the clock.
He is.
All right, let's get to Tim from Thornbury. What's your problem, Tim?
Our local restaurant scene was upset about the Eagles parade because they rely on Valentine's Day to get them through the winter months.
You can't even say it with a straight face. Stop.
This is twice in a lifetime experience.
Subtle brag.
Yep.
Subtle brag, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you laugh?
Get them through the winter months. I feel like
it's a bit dramatic.
And not only that, like I'm picturing like us as cave people, like us like hunkered down for the winter months.
I pictured like winter is coming. Like I pictured like, you know, what is that? The North End? What's the place called?
Game of Thrones.
I know it's Game of Thrones, our director Shane.
Yes.
But
the North.
The North? It's just the North?
It's called the North.
So creative. I just think of the North. They didn't give it any cooler name.
Right, Shane, it's just the North. Yeah, it's the North. I mean,
I read the books.
There's the wall, and then on the other side is the North.
Wall and the North.
Yeah.
Someone.
Okay, and then there's Westeros.
That's what I mean. That I want it to be called something cool like that.
Westeros is like where everybody lives, and then
Winterfell.
That's where the Starks are from.
Right. So that's where I'm picturing this local restaurant scene, like to get us through the winter months.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what?
In all seriousness though, I do feel like small restaurants, like, you know, maybe not a big chain, mom and pops, they do struggle, especially if they have an atmosphere that is for summer.
Romance.
Oh, right. I was just going to say, like, in the winter months, there are restaurants that I think definitely struggle because they thrive by, like, a view or having really great outdoor seating. Or so I can see how winter can be really hard for some restaurants.
Right. My thing is, you know, some of these restaurants that have been doing really well through the Eagles season.
Sports bars,
and just, are going to once again do really well through the parade.
Oh,
right.
Yes. I think like Cavanaugh's is opening as early as you can sell alcohol, but which is 9 a.m.
Right, and then like right down Broad, they've already done so well, and now they're gonna do well again.
Like, these restaurants are like spread the wealth.
Yes, the romantic restaurants that were going to do well on Valentine's. Yeah,
the steakhouses, the fancier Italian restaurants where you're really gonna, you know, put it all on for your date.
They're not gonna do as well. The thing is, though, maybe you will, because you're going to get the after crowd coming in.
That's not who they want.
They're going to come in after the parade and be like, baby,
like the filet mignon.
You spend all you want.
Actually true, because you're intoxicated and your money's not an object.
I always spend the most money when I've had too much to drink.
Money's not. So that's a good point. And I know there's been, you know, emails out to the media because this is a big story. This is a big story that these restaurants are kind of feeling, you know, put to the wayside, that they are extending their hours. So they're staying open later than they would. And their menus are going to be later than they would typically. The kitchens are going to be open later. And that's the exact
reason. For someone to sober up and head on out.
Well, not even to sober up, but just to go in there and get dinner.
My guess is, and a lot of times people do this, is like when Valentine's Day is on like a Wednesday, people move their plans to another day. Maybe people will come in on Saturday or on Sunday.
And I think they are like having sliding cancellations and wait lists and stuff like that. I mean, I was saying to you, I was like, whoa, it's Valentine's Day. I feel like after a while, like when you're married and it's got to just like, it's just another day.
It's just another day. What do you want? We won the Super Bowl. And we're going to win the Super Bowl next year and the year after. We're going for the 3-peat. You know we are. It's just, we're going to have many a parades.
Okay.
Used to it.
All right, coming up next, we sort of teased this earlier, but Monica and I had an interesting way to get into our radio appearance. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Look at this.
What a fun Super Bowl party.
These Delco viewers. Lots of kiddos.
Yeah, that's so fun. But kids
are spoiled. They don't realize that they are in the midst of greatness.
Like history.
That was my husband speaking through me because his team hasn't won since the 70s. So he's like, oh, Cruises.
He needs to come. He needs to let go of the Dolphins. The Dolphins are never going to win.
He's not going to ever.
No, I'm telling you. I am telling you. In his lifetime, he will never see the Dolphins win.
That's so sad.
I am.
All right, what's the date?
February
15th. Let's remember this clip.
February 15th,
we will see.
2025.
Okay.
Monica crying and the rest of the world
11:40, whatever time.
The Dolphins will never win the Super Bowl.
He's not watching right now, so it's okay. We can say that. But anywho.
Unless Dan Marino comes back.
He's still alive.
Just comes back to the NFL and throws the ball. They will never win the Super Bowl.
Oh my God. I can't say that. I will agree with you there. I have hope for him and his mental health that they do one day arise above the ashes.
Even if you transported the entire Eagles O-line and defense, you still would not win because you don't have it's just not, it wouldn't happen.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Anyway.
Tate. I love you, but it's just not.
That picture. That looked like a great Super Bowl party.
That was a good Super Bowl party.
Thank you for sending that to us. The woman who sent it said that they don't live in Delco, but they have family and they were watching it in Delco. And that
they look Delco.
Our show reminds her a lot of the county, and she loves to watch us.
Oh, that's so fun.
Thank you so much.
And you know what? That Super Bowl party, that's one of those that you can tell that the next time the Eagles go to the Super Bowl next year,
everybody has to be together again.
And they got to be in those same spots.
Yep.
Same food. Absolutely. Love it.
All right, Monica, what are you crying about? What's Monica crying about?
It's more like I made you cry.
I thought we were going to be arrested.
I know. So to get to 96.5, they have this beautiful building in the Aramark building. If you if you're on, 76?
Yeah, you can see it.
You can see the Aramark building. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful, right on the river. And so we had to park kind of across from it. And then to park, you go down, but we went down too far. So we went to the ground level, but to actually get out, you
just have to watch.
You got to watch. We are delinquents. So what do you do in this situation?
We're in a parking garage. This says you are here ground floor at street level. That door is padlocked. You can hear the street, but it says that it's connected to an alarm.
But it really is telling us, just go out here.
Roof access?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
No.
We need ground.
I say just go for it. So what? The alarm will go off once the door shuts. Bye. Okay.
So we left you on a cliffhanger there. Did we go for it?
Did we go for it? And we did.
And it was so loud. I'm surprised you watching couldn't hear it from your homes, the alarm.
Yes. It was like...
But I don't know. It was very confusing. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, so here's the thing. We made you feel like, and we thought there were only two options, emergency exit
or padlock
door. Mind you, we forgot that there were stairs up, and we should have gone up to the second floor.
Well, when we
And
got
there was
into
a breezeway.
when we got into Aramark, we realized that there's a pedestrian bridge that connects this parking garage directly to the Aramark building, and that's why all the employees that work for Odyssey and work for Aramark park in this parking garage, and they don't set off the alarms every time they get to work. But
To be fair, there should have been a sign there
That said-
breezeway, second floor.
I just thought ground level, street level, like that, there was no other way out.
Right. There just was bad signage, bad communication.
And we didn't film the actual us leaving with the alarm going off because I asked Monica, I said, I thought it was illegal to set off like an emergency exit.
Probably.
You said it wasn't.
But I didn't want to get cuffed.
Let's hit the Google.
Anyway, so we set off the alarm. We go running out. And
construction workers.
construction workers are staring at us. And their immediate response, as we come running out, we're staring at them like, please don't arrest us. And they just stare at us and go birds.
Well, mind you, Monica had lime green eyeshadow on. Like, you looked like Psycho Alphabet. Like you were.
I was lime green, and then I had my Eagles jacket on.
Yes. Yep.
And so they just go birds. At that point, I realized we are not being arrested. We are being supported fully for our decision. And then we finally realized there's a breezeway up, and we walked up, and we finally got in. No problem. But
I'm
yeah.
still trying to find.
That was our answer to the problem, was just set off the alarm
okay.
and get out any way you can.
Yes, it is generally considered illegal to intentionally set off an emergency exit alarm.
So we are on air as doing it.
No, we didn't film that part.
We did not.
Erase everything
So
from your mind.
Did we do that?
Delco trivia. It's like the Matrix. What is the longest?
So what is the longest parade route in Delco, like lengthwise?
Yep. Take a look.
Marple Newtown's 4th of July parade. Tell us why.
And if you've ever you found this trivia.
Yeah, no, I know, but you
I was like,
but you knew immediately why.
Because one time I was trying to get back from Philadelphia from 4th of July celebrations, and Westchester Pike was closed everywhere for this parade. It is a long, long stretch of Westchester Pike
Right.
that is just completely shut down for the 4th of July parade. And we thought, in the spirit of the Eagles parade,
In
we would
Delco,
talk about what Delco.
we have a cool parade too. Ours is really
4th
long.
of July. And the
of
Veterans
July.
Parade and media, like there's a lot of
It's like the oldest one.
reputable.
Parades.
Was it Rockdale, the Memorial Day parade? Remember we had that's like the oldest one in the
Oldest.
country, I think.
Okay.
We had that in one of our Delco trivia, so that's
And
pretty cool.
Can I tell you, my parents loved your trivia last week. My dad did the Widener one.
Oh,
He was
well,
like,
you are welcome, Lee.
He goes, I bet if you zoom in there, you can see me in the stands.
Bet you could.
He's like, I used to go to those practices all the time at Widener for the Eagles.
We are always looking for Delco trivia. So
Yeah.
Delco Duo at phl17.com. If you have a fun fact that you want us to tell other people, that's where you can send that. And of course, the issues. That's what our show needs. We need your
Absolutely.
problems. Or just want to talk to us if you want to comment on my co-host, Doug, on this Saturday night.
Or my co-host, Patty Mayonnaise. Let us know.
All right. Hopefully you could come down after a very exciting long weekend. Take a nice long sleep.
Yes. Delco Duo at phl17.com. Bye, guys.